Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and another episode of my MotoGP 18 career mode. And today we are here for yet another episode and a couple more races in this Moto2 season. And as things stand, we are very much in the championship hunt, guys. If you did miss the last episode, it's a critical episode for the championship, and you guys should definitely go check it out by clicking the card in the top right hand corner of your screen, because we have now got to this point where 4 riders go for the championship. And it's incredibly close with, I believe, 4 races to go. Today, we're racing around Thailand and Motegi, and then after, in the next episode, should I say, we'll be going around Phillip Island and Malaysia, and then finally we have the finale. So 5 races left, not 4, and they're all going to be very, very interesting because there's a lot of stake and a lot on the table. I'm going to show you the standings now. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to see them, then do click off the video, check the last episode out. But 3, 2, 1, and as you can see on the standings now, the top 4 are covered by 9 points with 5 races to go. It's incredibly close at the top. Baldassari, Bagnaia, myself and Marquez can win the championship here. So it's all to play for, and there's big points on offer. 125 remaining at stake at max this season, so we have to try and take as many as we can. And we're going to start off at the first race, which is going to be at Thailand, the brand new Prix circuit, which I was very good at last year in Moto3. I was incredibly quick around there and very, very strong on my overall pace. So hopefully, if we can replicate that in Moto2, then we'll be looking good to bring home a race win. But one step at a time, let's first of all jump into qualifying. It's time for qualifying here at the Chang circuit in Burinam, Thailand. Hopefully, we can have a good race weekend, and fingers crossed, we can continue on a good run of Formula 8 and really try and push for that World Championship lead. But anyway, qualifying time, let's get into it. Okay, end of our first attempt. A bit of a scruffy first lap, and I'm still sort of learning the brake points, a little bit too cautious into that final corner, but I'm sure we can improve. It's going to be a good reference lap, hopefully. 37.4, 1 second off the pace. We can work from that. Definitely get the lap time down, I think. Okay, the second attempt has been much better. We are currently 9/10 up. Final corner to go. I still haven't really got a good reference point for braking for that corner as I get a little bit hot this time. I probably would have lost all my advantage, and I actually have as well. I've lost all my time. So sector 4, especially more specifically the final corners where I need to try and improve. Oof. Okay, that was a better improvement. Just a 10th off. There it is, there's the pole lap right there into the 35s, pulling off a lovely overtake on Danny Ken in the process, getting rid of the traffic the best way possible, and I'm quite happy with that lap. I think I might stick with that. I reckon that might be good enough.
That brings an end to this qualifying session, and after a thrilling contest where the riders gave their all right up until the end, we can finally find out the name of the rider who will start from pole position tomorrow. We're moving now to the Moto2 class grid, where engineers and technicians are ironing out the last few details before the race starts.
It's time for the Thailand Grand Prix. I've got to be honest, I'm kind of curious. I think I can maybe get away with a medium front tyre around here. I don't feel like I'm really leaning on the front tyre that badly, so I reckon I'm going to run a medium front instead of a hard. Hopefully it will allow me to sort of push at the opening phase a little bit more and be a little bit more aggressive. I feel confident though in my pace. This is a track that I know I can go well, and I've got to make sure I maximise the points, and by that I mean we have to win the race and convert it from pole position. So the pressure's on. Let's try and bring this one home and make it a nice easy W to kick off the episode. It's time for the race. Right, let's get this assist turned off and get ready for the 5 red lights for the Thailand Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. And it's a pretty average start. Bagnaia gets a fantastic launch on the inside. Also, I think that's Jean Mir making the move there on the inside line, who's taken the lead of the Grand Prix. Baldassarri's next to us. We're going to get a massive tow, though, on this huge straight here. We need to try and get back past these guys. Picking up a slipstream on Bagnaia. Inside line, which will become the outside for the next corner. Contrasting lines under braking here into the hairpin. Got to be careful. Picking up the front end. A little bit too short of a line. Not the sort of thing that I like. I like to go very wide and bring the bike back across. But with AI, doesn't really allow me to. The nature of the track on lap 1. So I have to sort of just take a much more sharper, shorter line. But now let's see. Through these corners, Bagnaia taking a very interesting line into that left-hander there. That's going to allow us to really close up on him. Jean Mir, though, really impressing me in the lead of the Grand Prix. That's quite a surprise. Let's see, though, if we have the pace to get past these guys. I know I have, but I'm curious to see an actual racing pace, if we still have the pace or not. Oliveira getting a fantastic launch out the final corner and just getting past me there. That final sector, or the final corner, should I say, is still really badly affecting me. So we have to be prepared to get attacked by loads of guys into that corner as we go back up the inside straight away of Oliveira, not letting him breathe. And now I've got a little bit of clear track, so now's my chance to really crack on with it and push hard. Okay, on to lap 4 now. We start to find the pace a little bit. First man to 1:35. That's faster than any qualifying time from any of the AI. So we're looking good at the minute. We've definitely got the race pace. I don't mind not winning the race as long as Jean Mir wins it. I've just got to make sure I pass Bagnaia because he's my championship rival. So he's the guy I'm looking to pass here. Okay, we're relatively close to Bagnaia here. I might have a chance in this next sort of section when the corners begin to tighten up a little bit and the whole track seems to come a little bit closer together, as I really mean, especially under braking. Nice and tidy through there. Bit of a nice sort of tartar line through this section, which is what I tend to take. And this corner here is where I gain a lot of time on the AI for some reason, and then I get really close. Like into this next corner here is where I'm going to be making a dive, I feel like. So we'll try and set him up for a move sometime soon. Got to say, 2 laps to go, and Bagnaia's doing a good job. The race pace is very strong. They are matching, if not actually improving on their qualifying times. We're talking about 36 zeros every single lap. It's my sort of pace really, but they seem to have improved on race pace compared to qualifying pace. I could definitely still go for the move, but they're making this a real challenge for me to try and get past them. Bagnaia is catchable, but I've got to make the move now, or at least try to this lap. Okay, that's the closest we've been to Bagnaia all race. I've got it a little bit wide though. That was my chance. I just got a little bit too wide, a little bit too happy and excited on the throttle to make the move. So we're going to have to try and stick with him if we can. On to the last lap of the Grand Prix. Pressure's on. We have to make this overtake. Okay, phenomenal hairpin. Nice bit of momentum carried through. We're in the slipstream now officially of Bagnaia. So let's see if we can get him through here. Got to get a nice run through these corners. It's critical that we get nice and close. A little bit of rear brake action. A little bit more rear brake through there on the power. I've just got to maintain this gap and I'll be okay. Right, this is the gap we want. This is our chance. Ah, damn it. I bottled it under pressure. Think it's not happening. We bottled it under pressure, so I'm just going to try and bring this one home, to be honest with you, and settle for third. As long as Baldassarri doesn't pick up more points than us, and that's good news. But I think the championship is going to get closer than ever. And it wasn't actually Mir that won, it was Marquez. I thought it was Jean Mir, it looked like, but it's actually Alex Marquez who won. So the top 4 championship contenders were in the top 4 of the race. Oh dear, this is going to get really interesting. Let's look at the final race results.
While the riders complete a victory lap, let's check out the final ranking of the Moto2 race.
And there we have it then. Marquez wins ahead of Bagnaia, myself and Baldassarri. But what does that mean for the Riders' Championship after that race? I'm actually really curious. And there you go. Bagnaia and Marquez take the lead. Then equal on points. And I'm still 9 points adrift now. So I need to win the next race if possible. That was a winner throwaway there. So big pressure. And we need to try and bounce back in the next race. Right, qualifying time at Japan. Pressure's on. We need to get a big result here to not fall away in the championship. Has to be a top 2 or top 3 race at, at worst. They've got to be on the podium no matter what. This qualifying though is a wet one. It's going to be interesting. Practice was dry. I had good pace. Will it be the same in the wet? Let's find out. Not the best start. Apparently has 1.6 up, so that's a shame. Out the final corner, my first proper attempt, and we're going to go P12, 1.4 off the pace. Okay, we've got a reference point. Now let's see if we can actually improve on that lap. Attempt number 2 or / number 3. Do we improve? Yes, we do. 10th place, 7/10 off the pace. I don't feel like though I've got the pace for pole though. I've got to be honest. Out the final corner, so this was a much better lap. I think this could be the one. Ooh, not quite, just a 10th off, P2. That was a very good lap, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I'll improve on that. Got the wheelie up, not ideal. Is it enough though? Oh yes it is. What a lap, 54.8, and that is all she wrote. What a phenomenal, perfect lap that was around the Motegi circuit. That is the one, and that is pole position for us.
That brings an end to this qualifying session. And after a thrilling contest where the riders gave their all right up until the end, we can finally find out the name of the rider who will start from pole position tomorrow. We're moving now to the Moto2 class grid, where engineers and technicians are ironing out the last few details before the race starts.
Right, here we go, race day at Motegi. This one's going to be heavy on the tyre wear, so I'm fully aware of the situation, so I'm going to go quite conservative on the tyres because I'm going to need it. Pressure's on this race. We need to, convert this pole. We really do need to convert into a race win. It is dry though in the race, so the conditions might be different. I feel like in practice I was quite quick in the dry. We'll wait to see if that is actually true or not, but we're looking good. There's a lot of stake. The championship's on the line. We need to try and not fall off and try and stay in the top 3 if possible. But anyway, enough rambling. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix. Right, let's get this assist turned off and get ready for the 5 red lights here at Motegi. And we are underway, and it's a pretty average start from us here. We have to try and defend our position into turn 1. Make sure we keep it nice and tight on the apex through here. Oh, someone's just got barged wide there by a couple of guys. On the power, all of our main championship rivals have got past us, except for Alex Marquez, who is behind us. If we can get back past Baldassari here, then we'll be doing okay for ourselves. On the inside, a little bit of contact with Shabby Verge there. On the power, through this swooping left, I get a good bit of speed on these guys through that corner. Let's see if we can try and get past Shabby here. Onto the brakes. First time in the dry conditions since practice. I've got to get used to the bike and how the track feels. Fabio Quattararo in a phenomenal P3 there. Really good result for him. He'll be happy with that. He's been struggling all season, and similar to Rudolph, he's had a bit of a resurgence here. Good qualifying from him. I'm going to try and look for the inside on him, but no way through on the Italian rider. Passini currently in P2, my teammate, which is a good job, and that's a good thing for us as a team. Bagnaia though leads the way, which is not ideal, so I kind of need Passini as a teammate to do a job. As Baldassari comes in so hot there, and I lose 2 positions. A little bit too maybe cautious on the corner there. Probably should have been a bit more aggressive. So let's try and follow these guys. Xavi on the inside of Lorenzo Baldassari. We're going to get on the power at the hairpin. Get right up and close and personal with the Italian rider, who has better straight line speed. Side by side down the hill, looking for the break point here. I'm on the brakes a little bit earlier, but I'm going to sort of come off them a bit midway through, down to the apex. Block pass, and that is absolutely fantastic. P5. Now let's try and get back past Xavi here. We can. Baldassari goes up my inside there and retakes the position. Miguel Oliveira as well, looking to get in on the action on the KTM. I'm going to cut right back underneath him though and make the overtake. Can we get back past Baldassari here? Yes, we do. On the inside, Baldassari though cuts back underneath me and re-overtakes me. I'm going to go back up the inside again on the Italian. Very wide on the exit there, but we make it work. I'm going to get on the brakes. Aggressive move. Can't get back past though. I'm definitely struggling more on these dry conditions. I thought we'd be better off in this, but I don't have as much pace as I did in the wet, that's for sure. I'm going to go hot into the hairpin here. I need to make sure. Oh no, that's not what I want. I hate it when the AI constantly just bars me out of the way. It's the worst thing ever. We don't have the race pace, unfortunately, guys. This is going to be a painful one. I've got to try and survive with the position that I have and make sure Marcus behind me doesn't get past. 2 laps to go now, so we cross the line. Bagnaia still leads the way. Unfortunately, I need him to sort of fall off or get overtaken by a couple of guys. We sort of stabilised now with our pace, but we ain't going nowhere with it, unfortunately. On to the last lap of the Japanese Grand Prix. Let's try and bring at least a 7th place home and beat Marquez. Here we go then through the final couple of corners. We haven't had the pace. We don't deserve really anything other than P7. We've just struggled so much, even with no qualified on pole. And look at that, Marquez has got past. We've barged him a bit, and he's actually gone off the track, so we'll retake our position. But wow, that was a frustrating race, man. Really frustrating. Really not happy with that. Disappointing episode. I expected so much more from this entire double header, but we came away with pretty much nothing. I'm disappointed.
While the Parc Fermé starts to fill up with the stars of the race, we're going to take a look at the Moto2 race final ranking.
Yep, there it is. Bagnaia wins. Bassini, Quartararo, Verge, Baldassari, Oliveira, myself and Marquez. A pretty competitive top 8, but you can see who had the pace and who didn't. In terms of the Riders' Championship, though, we are 25 points behind now with 3 races to go. It's really slipped away from us right at the end, and Bagnaia all of a sudden has really put himself out there. So Alex, Marquez, Baldassari, myself, we all have work to do. I have to win. I have to say the next 3 races, I just have to win them. The pressure's really on now. Otherwise, we're not going to win this championship. Either way, we have 20,000 points to spend, so we're going to try and improve the bike. And to do that, we are going to max out the frame. So we're going to purchase a stiffness one to keep it nice and balanced. And we still have 9,675 points to spend. So we'll probably go for... Do I go for a brakes upgrade? You know what? I'm going to wait because I want to do a double upgrade, or at least get one of these suspension ones. So I'll probably wait until the next race. I'll do it in the next episode. I'll do it in the middle so I can get that upgrade, but I want to make sure I get the suspension sorted out. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this episode of the MotoGP 18 career mode. If you have enjoyed it, then please do drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications, and finally check out these 2 videos on the screen if you missed them by chance, guys. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Goodbye, guys.